Puppin's Place, Puppin's Place, the only show in town that puts a smile on your face. We got songs, we got games, we got many things to do. The only thing we need is a visit from you. Oh, Puppin's Place, Puppin's Place. So whether it is winter, spring, or fall, when you've got nothing to do, you're always welcome to come and visit Puppin's Place.
Hello everybody, welcome back. We've only got today and tomorrow left and we're out of 1986. Won't be long and it's going to be 1987. That's exciting because that's going to mean another year further. Most of you are going to be another year older in 1987. I say most of you because Rufus has been 8 for the last 7 years, I believe. Anyway, why don't we take a look right now at Gertrude, who said she has a lovely poem for us. Gertrude?
And now it's time for Poetry Corner with your host, Gertrude.
Oh, it's so nice of you all to keep coming back like this. Have you ever noticed when you're outside and the sun is shining, you have that little thing following you? It's called your shadow. Well, a man by the name of Robert Louis Stevenson wrote a very lovely poem called My Shadow. Here goes. I have a little shadow who goes in and out with me, and what can be the use of him is more than I can see. He is very, very like me from the heels up to the head, and I see him jump before me when I jump into my bed. The funniest thing about him is the way he likes to grow, not at all like proper children, which is always very slow. For sometimes he shoots up taller like an India rubber ball, and he sometimes gets so little that there's none of him at all. He hasn't got a notion of how children ought to play, and can only make a fool of me in every sort of way. He stays so close beside me, he's a coward, you can see. I'd think shame to stick a nurse as that shadow sticks to me. One morning, very early, before the sun was up, I rose and found the shining dew on every buttercup. But my lazy little shadow, like an errant sleeping head, had stayed at home behind me and was fast asleep in bed. I think that's such a cute poem. Thank you once again for joining me here at my house for Poetry Corner.
Thank you, Gertrude, for that very lovely poem. How about if everybody watches a cartoon and come back and we're going to talk a little bit about all our New Year's resolutions that we're going to make, okay? Let's see. What do I want to put down? So many things. Which do I want to put down first? Oh, hi. What I'm trying to do is work on my New Year's resolutions. And you're probably saying, Tim, what is a New Year's resolution? You want to know what we're talking about. Well, we've only got one more day left in 1986, and it's going to be 1987. And that's a brand new year. And that's real exciting, because like I said earlier, we're all going to be 1 year older. A lot of new things are going to happen to us. Some of you are going to start school in 1987. Others of you are going to go into another grade. You're going to get a new teacher in 1987. There's a lot of new things happen, especially when the new year comes. And so that's exciting. So when we write our dates on our letters that we write to Grandma, we put our date on there and it'll say 1987. So that's kind of an exciting time. And being new means we want to start things kind of over again. And this is kind of a good chance for us to just take a little look and say, did I do everything last year like I like to do everything? And maybe your mom and dad and brother and sister can help you with making New Year's resolutions. Like last year, in 1986, I guess I didn't always keep the toy shop as clean as it should be. And I think that in 1987, I should make the toy shop look a little cleaner. So one of my resolutions will be to clean the toy shop more often. Well, let's see. So that's one of mine. Let's see. What else can we do for a New Year's resolution? What would I like to do to be better? Well, you know, Rufus hasn't been around. He's been playing with his toys all the time. And you know, when Rufus isn't around, I really miss him. I think he's great. And you know, so often I don't tell Rufus how much I like him. He's a good friend of mine. So I think I'm going to tell Rufus that I like him. There we go. So you can do all these things. Let's see. I'll bet you around your house, one of the things you could do for a New Year's resolution would be say that you're going to pick up your toys more often. And how many of you in 1986 went to bed every single time that your mom or dad said, "It's time for bed"? Uh-oh, I see a lot of people didn't do that. That would really be nice. So when mom or dad tell you you're going to go to bed, you're going to say, "I'm going to go to bed on time." Okay? So that's how we make our New Year's resolutions. We try and say that we're going to turn over a new leaf and do something neat. One way you can do it, I'm writing it with a big old black pen here. What you might do is get your crayons out and write each one in a crayon color. I'm going to put them over there. There they are. Okay. I surprised everybody with that one. And let's see. Number one is, what did I say? I was going to clean the toy shop. Okay. So I'm going to write that in my red color. If you can't write, maybe you can do a symbol or something that looks kind of like that so you can see it. I'm going to do another one here. What was another one? Was tell Rufus. Tell Rufus I like him. See, now it's kind of looking neat. See if I can show you to it, because I got two different colors on there right now. Instead of just being a bunch of black lines, you can see that there's different colors. Got to get it into the right thing so they can see it. Is there too much glare on it, or can't see it at all? There it is. It's there. It says, "Clean the toy shop, tell Rufus I like him." Well, here, let me put another one on there. We can use a different color. Let's use this as kind of a weird color. What else shall we do? I'm going to show good cartoons. That one's hard to see on here. Well, I'm going to work on my list a little bit more. Why don't you watch some cartoons and start thinking on your list, and we'll be back in just a little bit. Well, I've been working on my New Year's resolutions, and I have a few more here. There are some I have them all in my colors, so they're a little more colorful. And you can see the type of thing that I'm saying I'm going to do a little bit better. Number one, I plan on cleaning the toy shop. Number two, I plan on telling Rufus that I like him. Number three is kind of hard to see, but it's show good cartoons. Number four is I'm going to tell Kyle he's okay, no matter what anybody else says about him. And number five is I'm going to be nice to my friends. And number six, I'm going to get to Puppin's place on time. And no, I'm not lying. No, I'm not lying. They're being silly in the other room. But that's what New Year's resolutions are all about. You try and do things that you say are going to improve yourself. And you got to try and stick with them. So when you say you're going to clean up your toys, or when you are going to go to bed when mom and dad tell you to go to bed, you got to do it. That's why if you get these things and write them down and nail them up on the wall, then that's what you really have to do so you can remember them. And I'm out of time for today, so we're going to come back tomorrow and we'll maybe look at some more New Year's resolutions and get them all lined up, okay? We'll see ya.
To do. The only thing we need is a visit from you. Oh, Puppin's place, Puppin's place. So whether it is winter, spring, or fall, when you've got nothing to do, you're always welcome to come and visit Puppin's place.